Splash of Trash.
Splash of Trash with Nick Bhasin from OK Magazine. Good morning to you, Nick.
Good morning, Wammo.
And it's a lightning splash of trash, and a Twitter edition at that as well. A couple of Twitter stories. John Mayer has quit Twitter, and he's given some reasons why.
Yeah, he says that since the invocation of Twitter, nobody who has participated in it has created any lasting art.
Bollocks.
That's his reason.
Bollocks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what does he say about Ashton Kutcher's movies?
So what he's saying that nothing good has come from using Twitter, or that people who are on it don't do anything decent. What's he saying?
The latter. People who are on Twitter,
right?
He's saying people who use social media, their art suffers. They're no longer any good. And he includes himself and says his last, implying, I guess, that his last album was no good. I don't know if people agree.
It's been, I haven't listened to it. Wouldn't have an idea. But so he's saying that ever since he got on it, it's drained his creative ways, his goodness, his gold.
Yeah, it made him more commercial somehow. Even though I think he's probably pretty commercial to begin with.
Right.
But tried to turn himself into a brand, and so it's just, yeah, it sucks the art out of what you're trying to do.
Each to their own, I suppose.
What's that?
Each to their own, I suppose. I mean, if he's finding that it's not working for him, then but to go and wave the big stick at everyone else on it, a bit strange.
It seems really unfair. What about 50 Cent?
Exactly. And what about the Queen's English 50 Cent? Now there's art right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's plenty of art going on there.
Exactly. And finally, we have been talking about this spat between Sharon Osbourne and Danny Minogue, which went public on Twitter. Now Kylie stepped in.
Yes. She is saying, I feel protective. Danny's my little sister, and I always feel the urge to get involved, but I'm reluctant to get dragged into this fresh hoo-ha. Of course, as soon as she says that, she's going to get dragged into this fresh hoo-ha. But she says it's such a small part of our lives now, and she wants everyone to get past it. It's a bit old and boring, she says.
Fair enough.
But Sharon is definitely not getting past it. She says, in response to Danny's story about how she marched into Danny's dressing room before her first day on X Factor and made her cry, she says, when you take a line out of context, it doesn't read well. You need to know the whole thing before and after and what caused it. I don't just go in and scream at people. That's not what I do. So this shows no signs of slowing down.
And that's all happening on, and that's all being delivered through Twitter in a public way?
Oh, no. It just started on Twitter when Kelly Osbourne called Danny the devil.
Right. Okay. Odd.
I don't know reaching all levels of media.
I get no idea why people want to make all this stuff public. Absolutely bizarre.
They should just fight it out.
Why don't they just get on
in a room?
Why don't they just get on a phone? Yeah, go see each other, close the door. I don't know why. Anyway, hey, thanks for telling us all about it. Cheers, Nick.
No problem, Wammo.
Nick Bhasin from OK Magazine there with the Twitter special, and that is the end of